Congress goes back to work Monday after a 2-week recess. Some Republicans who returned to their districts avoided tough questions from constituents, but not Congressman Bradley Byrne. The Alabama lawmaker held 11 town halls in 4 days. He drove himself and his staff across rural Alabama, where he fielded concerns about the Trump administration's plans. Chief congressional correspondent Nancy Cordes joined Byrne for an all-day ride-along, and she's in Mobile. Nancy, good morning.
Good morning. You can see why some Republicans might not want to hold so many town halls after some of the anger that they've been faced with this year. But Congressman Byrne believes that the antidote to all that conversation is more conversation. And he took us on a 120-mile journey to explain why. Thank you so much for letting us spend the day with you. Bradley Byrne does more town halls than nearly anyone in Congress. 87 of them since he began representing Alabama's 1st District in 2013.
Are there more people that are turning out this year who are more adversarial to me about my positions? Yeah. And some of them state their positions pretty darn forcefully. That's America. That's good. Hey, Mayor.
Good morning.
Good to see you.
Our first stop is Excel, Alabama. Population 700.
Well, this is my 9th town hall this week.
The president is a prime topic.
Will you promise us that you will steer away from what is a lot of inflammatory rhetoric?
Yeah, I'll make that promise.
You will?
Yeah.
President Trump won Alabama by 28 points, so there are plenty of supporters here, too.
The president's trying to get things that everybody wants.
Byrne's next stop is a senior center in Grove Hill,
I'm very concerned about the lighting on U.S. Highway 43.
where he fields questions about infrastructure, drugs, veterans, and the budget.
What are we going to do about this expensive wall?
But here and everywhere, really,
Don't repeal and replace.
health care comes up again and again.
But I have heard from a large number of people in my district that they have been hurt by the Affordable Care Act. Good to see you.
Unlike some of his colleagues, Byrne does not believe that the Democrats challenging him at his town hall are coming from out of state.
They're all local people. And in some cases, I know them and know them pretty well.
I am so very tired of racism.
His final stop is half an hour away in Wagerville.
Because you're a congressman. I mean, health care is not a concern for you.
Yeah, it is.
I mean, but not as it is to me.
Byrne tells him the GOP's Obamacare replacement plan will be an improvement.
The ACA insurance exchanges are imploding.
Did you hear anything today that's going to change the way that you look at legislation that's before you right now?
Listen to what that young man said at the very end there. When are y'all going to get to work? Okay? I think that was probably the strongest message I heard all day. Let's get to work.
Congressman Byrne told his constituents he's skeptical about talk of consensus growing around a new version of the Republican plan that would eliminate some of those protections for people with pre-existing conditions. And Gayle, pre-existing conditions was the #1 topic that we heard about from constituents all day here.
Yes, I believe that. Thank you very much, Nancy. I admire Congressman Byrne, not only that he does so many that he does, but goes knowing that he's not going to hear great things.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, as he says,
into it.
This is what it's all about.
Yeah.
The conversation is everything.
It really is democracy in action. That's very nice. Thank you, Nancy.